Okay, hello, good people. This is Roman Reimans. Okay, so this is Roman Reimans, not me. Okay, my name is not Roman Reimans. This is the context report. So this is about the sentence completion, or sorry, summary completion. Though both are relative one, but in terms of summary completion, there are some tricks they play, and they will blow your mind, and they will trick you in such a way that you will get confused about by the answer itself. Okay, so this is the most difficult one I have ever faced, because I hardly see something like this kind of difficult. Okay, so I got what is like seven given. I got six correct and one is got wrong, because I feel the frustration on the time. Okay, so answer is on the way, and I got answer on that same phase, but I just think a bit like I was stuck with another answer, which was given for the another one. So Roman Reigns is one of the greatest poet, like greatest archaeological time. That was the talking about that Roman period is like that one. So how these things happen on that time, and this how they can write. So don't want to understand that Roman Reigns, what is that? And okay, so you have to go to the switch to the question and read by line. First read the first one and then go to the second one. So that's like the area was being dug up as part of a new housing development. Okay, that's the first one. Housing development, find the something like housing development. So during archaeological this like in advance of housing development. So this is the sentence we are talking about. So you will find the answer in closer to that line. So that this site was a part of a large cemetery. So you know that cemetery is a graveyard. Okay, graveyard place. So there's they say that when a dash burial ground. Burial is like someone who where people are buried. So the burial ground is kind of cemetery was discovered. So what kind of cemetery? It's a large cemetery. So you can get the answer. So that's how everything works. Okay, but the second one is like you have to stop their whole sentence, sorry, read writing or reading whole line, and then say switch to the second paragraph. First of all, you need to read the question again. Unlike other Roman sites, this one consists mainly of adults and dates to the Roman of the occupation. Okay, so you need to find the Roman occupation. So then read the second paragraph when you find the Roman occupation. Yeah, I got that. So on the third line, second paragraph, third line, Roman occupation in northern England. So they said northern England, but here is the in the dash of England. So northern England is like the north of the England. So northern England is they are also given that northern, but this is not the answer because it is the confusing one. They said northern England, but here is suggesting that the dash of England. So it's like the north side of England. So the north side of England, that means you have to use the north, not the northern. So that is the confusing one, that is the most difficult one you will face on that time. And pressure actually makes you to write the northern one, because you don't have think able to think on that time. Okay, so the next one is it is not clear who they are, and but who they could be soldiers who had been killed when. So you will not find the answer on the third paragraph, because there is nothing mentioned about that. It they gives about information about the second paragraph. There's something. Okay, the about the they are giving contrast answers. Okay, why are these people gladiators? Okay, so they are asking question. Oh, are these people gladiators? They ask me, are they gladiators? Okay, who were both revered as superstars? Revered means converted, and reviled. This is the most confusing one. So revered is the person who is just like different religious views, and reviled and associated with death. So something associated with death is like fighting. So you have to be careful with this. So the answer is it is not clear who they were, but they could have been soldiers who had been killed when fighting, or people with different religious views. So these are the answers. So fighting is quite frustrating one to guess, because if you don't understand that revile as associated with death, you don't understand that, you will not understand the answer. So this is the most difficult one, and I have faith that, and I have wrong that answer. Okay, so that's why I'm suggesting you to be careful with that. So this is the answers. Okay, another the theory is that, so you have to find out the another theory is that the okay another theory. Okay, so as Kurt Hunter, man who is leading the research alone, there is evidence to the support the other theories. So there are other theories. There are numerous pieces of evidence that point towards and consistent with the interpretation that the skeletons are Roman gladiators. So you have got the answer. They were Roman gladiators. So another theory is that they were gladiators. Okay, so they are actually have the idea that they are gladiators. A large bite found. So there is also like a large bite found on one of the skeletons made by some kind of dash. So there is the answer. You can say that Roman gladiators, but there is also other evidence that suggests the individuals could have been soldiers, criminals, or members. So you need to switch to the second paragraph. You have to find the bite mark. So carnivore bite mark, carnivorous animals. You know that probably inflicted by lion, tiger, or bear. These are the three animals they're given, but you have only one answer. That is like lion. So it leads you to the lion. So last one is bit tricky and it is most difficult. Okay, some dash suggests that their cause of death was delivered by the victory of fight. Okay, some it's like you can actually get with understand that some people, but it is not the answer because there is nothing given about people. There is nothing given. Okay, so you have to choose the answer after reading the whole last paragraph. So other evidence includes a high incidence of substantial army asymmetry, a feature mentioned in the ancient Rome literature in connection with a gladiator, some healed and unhealed weapon injuries, possible hammer blows to the head, possible hammer blows to the head injuries which have happened to the head, a feature attested as a probable gladiator. Okay, so you got the answer on the head, but ear head is not about the totally talking about the head part. It is totally talking about the whole body part. Okay, so when you actually in the battlefield you don't get the injury only on the head, you get on the whole body. So the answer will be skulls. Okay, so it says okay, you can also answer that possible hammer blows to the head. So it can also be answered that there are thousands of heads, so they are talking about only one head. So you have like some. Okay, some is not a plural, a singular one. You can write that some biscuit, you have to write some biscuits, some people is a plural one. So some is suggesting something plural, so head is not a plural one, head is only one head. Okay, head is only one part. So that's why you have to choose with another one related with head. So what is another one related with head? It is called skulls. That is the most important one, that grammatical knowledge is needed. So IELTS is also a grammatical play. So that's why I suggest all of you to be careful with your grammar skills. Whenever you find this kind of difficulties, just switch to the grammar and then you can actually blow your mind and then you can got the answer. So this is the most difficult I have ever found because I haven't completed any kind of summary completion before. This is the first time I am actually trying to do this. Okay, so that's why I'm suggesting how to be careful with your grammatical skills. So this is the very important too.